900 uh, non-government organizations. Yes, these are basically established through treaties where uh, three or more are parties. Now, example, I gave you the example of the UN, United Nations, the ICC, ICJ, NATO, World Trade Organization, IMF, International Monetary Fund, and more so. Now, this is the way how they operate or they act, because they are created through treaties, and they act or they operate basically through the principle of the general principle of facts and surrender, the principle of good faith, which means these operate basically to do a lot of things basing on the humanity. Now, let me first explain about the United Nations. United Nations, uh, they have what we call the World Food Program. Where there is a war, they go there and they give out food uh, to the people that are disturbed by the war. And when you look at the ICJ, ICC, for them, they provide basically legal services. An example, if someone commits a crime and he needs to go in the international criminal court, they take you there. They take you there. You have seen a lot of people who have been taken there in the ICJ, ICC. Yes, ICC. And you have seen a lot of cases that have been uh, decided by the ICJ, International Court of Justice. The case like Uganda versus DR Congo, a case like UK versus Albania, very many cases. We have the case of Bosnia versus Serbia. We have for this it was genocide and human rights convention about the genocide. We have Luther versus Soga. We have the uh, basically that's the role of the criminal court or criminal court of justice, or the court of justice, international court of justice, and more so. So now when we move from the United Nations, ICJ, and others international organizations, we have to talk about the way they have been consistently operating. We take this to be a custom. A custom means something that you've been doing for so long, and it is a culture. It is now becoming a culture over some time. So these things have been acting in that way. That right now they look to be acting in a cultural way. It is a culture that when this happens, then this must follow up. When this happens, this must follow up. Now let's look at the individual. Basically, initially they were not subjects of international law, but right now they are, because of some of the things I'm going to tell you. One, which is the right to life, freedom from torture, right to fair hearing. Uh, we understand that there are several countries where you find the individuals they are facing very many challenges like the genocide, the war crimes, where you find the government itself is fighting within is fighting within, and the people, the individual are the one facing those problems, which means they have to get that justice. In terms of genocide like what happened in Rwanda, uh, the war crimes, crimes against humanity, the poor treatment of individuals, so they have to get that justice. That's why you see some countries, you find some countries will gain independence or they will get, you find a country that have been treated their individuals in the way they don't like, then you'll find that federal thing. An example is Eritrea. Eritrea, formerly it was from Ethiopia, South Sudan from the Sudan, the big Sudan or the former Sudan. You will see very many countries because the individuals may think or may have proof there they are not treated equally, and they decide to get to get their own government due to those things. So the United Nations may come and make sure they give that country, or what we can call separating or giving another state from one country. So that's it. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for always being on.